Good morning. Welcome to day 67, your morning inspirational video where I look tired and feel more tired, or I feel tired and look more tired than I feel, or something like that. So I'm taking my supplements and I'm getting that out of the way. Hooray for me. And I am drinking my coffee, which is just a little treat and a need right now for me. Maybe someday I'll give it up, but I doubt it because it's one of those things that I really love, and I don't know, I don't do a whole lot that I don't think messes with your body. Caffeine I know does, but a little bit of caffeine I don't see a problem with, so there's my personal take on that. You can say that's an excuse or not. And I just had a couple of observations from yesterday. Had a long day of picking out cabinets. Yay! Because we are finally going to be moving in our house, God willing, in several months. There goes the coffee maker. And, a couple things to think about. One, things don't always go as planned. It took us about 3 years to get into our house instead of one. So that certainly didn't go as planned, but that's okay. And the other thing that we did is, we're getting into this new venture of bigger house, because we're in a condo right now, and I'm sure they'll be more expensive. That's the way it goes, because right now the condo unit is maintained by like a one-shot fee, which is awesome. So we had plenty of time on our way out of town to talk, and at first it was really a little bit tense. My husband, who is fabulous, we're very different, so we think about things differently, and but I think the coolest thing is that you have to be bold. I know people who are physically sick because they don't state what they think and feel. And they think and feel, or what they think and feel, they judge. And they judge it as not either good enough to talk about, not bad enough to talk about, not painful enough to deal with, because they compare their stuff with others. And you can't do that. You cannot compare stuff that bothers you, stuff that matters to you, to anybody else, because what matters to me doesn't necessarily matter to my husband even, or to my friends, or to anything. So this is what's interesting. I can matter, but those key values, those things that either set me off or don't bother me at all, it can be very different, and they can be really different for everybody. So I just think that's a really cool thing. So, we had a conversation. It wasn't, we don't yell, but we certainly discuss. And when you come from the stance, and this is what was really cool, there's just stuff that we have to work on as a couple. And I said to him, you and I plan our eating, we plan our exercise, and we got this thing down. I said, but there's other things that we have to look at. There's other things that we have to sit down and plan. And so I think the coolest thing is, after processing that for me, I just took this as something I want to do with my husband. Whether or not he agrees 100%, comes from the same angle, which is totally fine, because I know he's going to see different things that I don't see, and vice versa. But the coolest conclusion about this is he knows things that I don't. And I know things that he doesn't. And then there's things that we don't know together, and that's okay. And then there's things that we're going to have to just, find more information out. And but the most important thing is, how can we do this thing together? How can we look at this instead of, why aren't you perfect, or why aren't you perfect? How do we get this thing together and use it for our relationship and other things, and discipline, say, because our expenses are going to go up. So it was a good conversation. It was a hard conversation. It was not a comfortable conversation. And it was really cool. So I just really wanted to share that. And, in the end, I told him I'd rather be uncomfortable with him and do things with him. And I know if we are willing to work together, even though we don't necessarily come at things the same way, that we will always be better together. So you will probably have people in your life, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a spouse, Maybe it's a fiance, maybe it's somebody at work. How can you get on the same page and work with somebody so you're not duking this out? And that certainly can go with your eating and exercise. Get support. I need support right now because I'm not having fun. And I know that seems crazy, but this is really hard for me, this particular training for this show. And I don't know if it's because I've got what I got going on. But it's hard. It's hard, but I want to see it through. It's 68 days left. You don't quit something because it's hard. That's not what we do. So, anyway, that was just my morning insight. I've got to go get on the treadmill. Yay! Before I get to work. So, I'll talk to you later.